Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager 2022 here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Looking forward to getting stuck into the Spanish Grand Prix weekend this time around. After Lando's fourth P9 in 5 races, we now head into the 6th round of the championship, hoping that Daniel Ricciardo can actually start scoring some points as well. He may well have scored points in the last Grand Prix if I hadn't mucked up in qualifying. That's my fault. So maybe Daniel's starting to improve. He did go from P20 to P12 in that Grand Prix. And with strategy as well, we worked it very nicely. So hopefully at Catalonia in Spain, we will be decent pace-wise to be able to actually get points with both cars on this occasion. It is very close. Very close indeed, actually, in the standings in the constructors between ourselves and Alfa Romeo and Alpine and AlphaTauri. So we very much need to make sure we can do as best as we possibly can with both cars, and we should be in a good spot to nail down P4 or 5 in the constructors. We did all of our sponsorship requirements at the end of the last stream, or the end of the last video at least. So we're going to head straight to Catalonia, try and nail down the setups, and then you'll probably see me next in qualifying. As ever, drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Leave me your feedback in the comment section down below. It really does help the channel grow. And hopefully you'll come across and join me on Twitch. Link in the descriptions down below. And you can watch these live. And by the time you see this, FIFA 23 should be out. And I'll be recording all of my FIFA 23 content live on stream as well. So if you're interested in seeing that, then make sure you come across. Right. Moving on, practice time. So the end of P1, 13th and 16th. But we're not even remotely close with either driver's setup, nor did we run anything other than a hard tyre for more than a handful of laps. So we're all right. We'll head straight to P2. Thankfully, it is dry the whole weekend. I hadn't thought to check weather earlier. I think both of them were in the midst of doing another run, so you can see Daniel is great with cornering. We'll wait and see what happens with the rest. And Lando is great with oversteer, but we'll wait and see about the rest. So we'll just go straight to practice and send them both out. Manage, yes. So at the end of P2, 12th and 14th, but good progress made by both drivers. Daniel, we have at least 87% setup confidence. Lando, at least 88% setup confidence. So we are very much getting there. At the minute, though,
welcome back.
We are going to need to change engines, change ICEs in both cars. So I am going to need to swap the engine out for another one. We only have 3 available for the whole season. So at some point we're almost certainly going to end up taking penalties, but that's what a lot of constructors end up doing throughout the course of the season. So we've got brand new engines in. We've got a couple of setups that we slightly tweaked, so we'll go straight to P3 and see if those little tweaks we've made can send us into the 90s perhaps. We've nailed Lando's setup, we think. Lando P10, Daniel P15, but Daniel picked up damage in that session. Lando's at 92%. Daniel's at 87. Track acclimatization is down for Daniel because we had to replace his underfloor, which took some time out of him obviously being able to be on track. But for qualifying, I think we should be good maybe to get Lando into Q3, I hope. We will try. We will have to manufacture a new front wing and a new underfloor because Daniel's now used up another front wing, and for the first time we've used up an underfloor as well. Here we go. Daniel currently P13, Lando currently P15. Daniel goes P10. Daniel goes P10. Lando is still P15, although on a lap. Doesn't appear to be absolutely blitzing it as fast as he possibly can, though, does he? unless that is the end of the session, and he's not going to get another lap in. Oh, Lando pit lane. Why has he not gone faster?
And just remind you, use the pit limiter in the pit lane.
I don't know what's happened with Lando there, but we sent him out on a fresh set of tyres and he hasn't improved.
Okay, Daniel pit lane.
Lando hasn't improved there.
Copy.
So 16th only for Lando and out. Lando, mate, where's that come from? Right. Well, balls. Into Q2 we go. Hopes on Daniel now. I honestly don't know what's happened to Lando there. Just through the final section of the lap. Daniel now P14, but hopefully will improve. Had it confirmed to me by chat that Lando got blocked on his second flying lap in Q1, and as such it registered his in lap as his flying lap, and he didn't set a faster lap time. That's why Lando got eliminated. He got blocked on his flying lap. I thought he had enough space to Kevin Magnussen in front. He evidently did not. Lando will start P16. Daniel will start P12. That's a decent performance from Daniel there, given his previous, although he is still 1.7 seconds off the pace. Daniel out, but manages to qualify 12th. And did improve, but albeit only slightly on his first lap. I'm so annoyed about Lando. We could have had Lando into Q3 perhaps, but never mind. It wasn't to be.
Race day has arrived.
Wasn't to be. It's race day and time to sort out strategy. So we'll start with a plan for a one stop for Lando. We'll go with plan B for Lando. And what is our plan B for Daniel as well, albeit that's a two stop and Lando's is a one stop, and we'll see how that works. Fuel wise, we're putting 110 kilos in because it's a 66 lap race. So we're on the nose with fuel. But we're basically pushing on every set. So, fingers crossed we can rescue this, as we kind of had to rescue it in the last race as well with Daniel. We got Daniel up to P12. Lando finished P9.
This is the Spanish
Frustrating that Lando got blocked on his flying lap because I thought I'd left enough space.
Away we go.
I tried purposefully to avoid the mistake that we had before. So, Lando is P15, Daniel P11 as we start.
Nice job.
And we'll see how things transpire. Norris has taken Tsunoda. Tsunoda's now got him back again. And Gasly's has taken Ricciardo as well. So back to 12th and 11th. Sorry, 12th and 15th. Lando and Tsunoda and Ricciardo and Gasly are having a bit of a heart-to-heart. McLaren to AlphaTauri at the beginning of this race. Daniel is on softs, so we should hopefully be able to push a bit with Daniel. That Haas is on hards as well, so we should hopefully be able to get past him sooner rather than later. Although, as we say, overtaking around here is difficult, although Lando has made that look relatively easy. He's gone all four wheels off the track there, the Haas. I think he actually made an illegal overtake there, Kevin Magnussen, but we'll let it slide for now. Lando's getting all out of shape, trying to take Kevin Magnussen again. Oh, and then he got to just let Kevin go now. That was weird. Just as I went to change his battery, now he's got Tsunoda all over his back bottom again. Daniel P12 after one lap. So no, Daniel's not moved. Lando is up one spot and on softs. Gasly's on hard, so we've got to get Daniel past Gasly really. Gasly should hopefully be relatively straightforward to get past. We'll put Daniel into overtake.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Get it done. Get it done. Under braking. Whoa! Round turn 3. Danielson up into P11. Good lad. Right, now get after Ocon. Lando now within it 3/10 of K-Mag. We'll try and do something similar with Lando down the main straight. Go on, oh, he's gone there on the outside. It might work, it might not. Try and force K-Mag tight, but it's kind of the opposite way around to how Ricciardo did it, and it's not going to work. Daniel is actually at the front of this train, holding everybody up right now. Kind of need Daniel to get a move on, really. Not doing great for fuel either. With either car. I imagine everybody will have to fuel save at some point. Go on, Lando. There you go. There you go. That's how you do it. Good lad, Lando. Up to P14. Daniel's trying on those softs, trying, but it's not very fast. It's actually working in Lando's favour here with Daniel's slow pace. Oh, why Daniel is so slow. Set him up to aggressive. We could try the same tactic on another Haas here. And then deploy. It's not quite going to work this time around. DRS train is OP. We are pulling away from K-Mag though behind, which is good news. But crucially, for the points, Ocon is just getting further and further away down the road, but Lando is only on the one stop, so that could... So long as that gap doesn't get too big, we might be okay. And they have all started on the softs, so they are definitely two-stopping. It's got an okay run, but the AlphaTauri's in the way. But now the AlphaTauri's tucked in to try and get Daniel. We might be able to go up the inside of K-Mag here. Not K-Mag, it's Mick. We have gotten Mick Schumacher. Lando up to P13. Come on, Lando.
McLaren with a great overtake.
So now, oh, he's still there though, Mick. We've got the inside line for the next turn. Just don't give up on it, Lando. Don't give up on it, Lando. You've still got the inside line. Force Mick wide. Lando's gotten the move done. Just don't balls yourself up trying to get Gasly too. I've not tried anything to try and get Gasly. If we can hold it around the outside of turn 9. He's got caught on the curb, and now Mick's going to be all over him, isn't he? Never mind, he's got position. Yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure who that's for. Another car's run wide somewhere.
Who's running wide there?
It's Stroll. We're not worried about Stroll. Now, can we try and get Lando past
you can use overtake
the AlphaTauri? He's got a bit of a run on him here. We'll deploy now as well. I mean, it's stuck behind Daniel. It's annoying.
Yep. This is my pace.
Yeah, I know this is your pace, mate. That's fine.
A position gained for AlphaTauri.
Daniel's fighting hard. He's probably going to come off second best here, though. Lando's past his teammate. Okay, that's fine. Now, if we can get Lando past Gasly and down the road, then that's even better. Oh, go on, Lando. Lando, P11. Good lad. That was very well done.
This is really good.
McLaren gain a position.
They're only 8.9 seconds down the road at the minute. It's alright, Lando, don't worry.
Gained a place.
We can get Lando past Gasly to stay there.
Doing a good job so far.
And then I'll get him to push a little bit. We're all saving fuel here because we're in a bit of a battle, but it's not actually doing our overall race time any favours. We're drastically losing time on Ocon, which is going to affect our ability to get in the points. Gasly's still going to be there, isn't he? Yeah. It's a hell of a battle right now, but it does mean Ocon's getting further and further and further away. Get Daniel to deploy.
Okay, use deploy.
Okay.
Come on, Daniel, get him. Try and get Daniel past Gasly to give Lando a bit of a reprieve. Got both the Hasses right behind though as well, which isn't great. Lando is getting away though from Gasly, which is good. Ish. As long as Lando doesn't make any mistakes. And try and get Daniel past Gasly on this next start-finish straight. And we'll try and get Daniel to his first stop.
Use the overtake button.
Understood.
He's not got DRS either. Candy from a baby, easily done. Nice. Lando to conserve a bit of fuel. And you can drop that to neutral and balance.
Okay, confirm.
Hold on, mate.
Nice. So now we're running 11 and
And
12.
McLaren with a great overtake.
And he can push like hell on the mediums. He really can. Lando's just kind of holding us up a bit here though. Gasly's falling behind, which is good. Because he's battling with the Hasses. Good, so let's get going. Oh, how do I tell them not to hold each other up? I can't remember how to tell them not to hold each other up. There we go. Don't fight, teammate. Don't fight, teammate. Done the commands. Now, as a pair, we should hopefully pull away from Gasly behind. Which we are doing, which is good news. How do I switch... How do I get them to swap positions? How do I get them to swap positions? I want Daniel to be in front so that Lando can save some fuel in his DRS. Is there a way I can get them to swap positions? Or if I take off don't fight teammate on Daniel, then yeah. Daniel can fight Lando. Daniel can get past, hopefully. There you go. I said don't fight teammate on both of them. And Lando can conserve some fuel. Yellow flag in sector 3, not sure what for. We'll find out in due course. Magnussen's had a spin.
Let's take a look at the
Eases
replay.
pressure behind.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. They lose it there. That's the spin.
Okay, I had a lockout.
Copy.
Daniel! You
They've
arsehole.
locked up and gone straight on. Let's see what happened there. Daniel Ricciardo involved
Locks
here.
up at turn 5.
They've locked up,
He's managed
but
to
that
avoid
could
the
have been
wall,
much
but
worse.
that's not helped your race, has it, Daniel? We've literally just changed your strategy to try and help you out. Oh, take Lando off that now. Lando's going to be fucked for fuel now, isn't he? Fuck's
And
sake.
save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
Confirm.
Well, we're definitely going to have to 2-stop with Daniel now. Oh, sorry, 1-stop with Daniel now, aren't we? Daniel's just lost like 6 seconds, if not more. 7 or 8. He's done it again, Daniel! Oh!
And that's the
Daniel
lock-up.
Ricciardo, come on, mate. The one time Daniel actually qualifies well, and now he's shooting himself in the foot by just continually going off. I'm going to have to switch him back to a 2-stop, because he's pushing too hard. Oh, you arse. Daniel, you arse. Daniel's going to box this lap.
Okay, box confirmed.
God damn it, Daniel. We're definitely going to sign someone else then. His tyre deg is fine for a 1-stop, but he's pushing so hard that he's just making mistakes. It's just going to cost us even more. So I'm just going to 2-stop him. He's making mistakes on worn tyres. So incredibly frustrating. I think it might be Gasly time. In a couple of races time, once we've fully scouted him, we know how much it's going to cost us. And does, up to P8. Daniel's in the pits. Good stop though. I'm so annoyed at Daniel for making those 2 mistakes. Put ourselves in a really good position, and he's fucked it. Down to 17th. It's behind a bloody Williams. We could have then 1-stopped with both cars and really made. We might have had both cars in the points again. Lando looking to take Zhou perhaps, and does. Lando P7. Aim now is to recover Lando. Stoffel Van Dorn's my reserve driver. The fact that Daniel did it once is alright, annoying, but fair enough. But twice? Moron. Get the has to, please. Good lads, well done. Oh, you can be decent when you want to, can't you, Daniel?
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Lando with 1 more lap, then we pit. Or, well, 2 laps from here. This is your optimal lap for pitting with our current strategy. Okay. Put Lando onto hards. Pit this lap. Get Lando in as well. Thank you, Hit Kid God, for this 2nd month. Appreciate it too. Hit 2 like
Yeah,
Daniel.
confirmed. Happy to box at the end.
Right, Lando's in the pits. Good stop, please, gentlemen. A good stop here, and Lando's set for the rest of the race.
It's looking good.
2.7 second stops, not terrible. Going to come out the pits in P11. A few seconds behind Bottas, and he's to the end now. Daniel now P12. And past Gasly. But obviously has to stop again. Right, so Lando's going to the end as he is. Daniel's just trying to close the gap on Lando and follow through as they are. We are good to extend from here. Go on, Lando. He's going aggressive. Really, really aggressive. You love to see it. That's Lando Norris into the points. P16 to the points for Lando.
Nice job, mate.
For now.
Nice job.
Daniel could have been right with him. Daniel could have been there too, but
McLaren
he fucked
gain a
it.
position.
Hopefully Lando can hold his own against Valtteri. Daniel's got a 4-second gap that he's growing to Mick Schumacher behind. So that's fine. Bottas and Norris are going hammer and tongs, but Lando's able to hold it for now. Bottas still right with Lando, but tyre wear wise he's fine to the end, even at the current pace. The current pushing pace. That's Alonso, Zhou, and there you go. So now is where Lando's strategy tries to come into its own. Although those guys are now going to be on softs and closing fast. Bottas in the pits. So now we're trying to keep Lando ahead of Russell, Zhou and Hamilton. Yikes. Lando past Ocon now.
Daniel pit lane.
Daniel pit lane.
Copy. Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
So Norris currently P5. Fine on fuel, fine on tyres. And Daniel is out of the pit lane. And away on his softs again. So now we're just, again, in a bit of a lull. Whilst we wait and see what happens. But Lando P5 and going to the end currently. Daniel P14 and trying to close in on Magnussen in front. We'll keep an eye on Daniel to try and get him against a position or two. Well, position really, because let the gap... Oh, is he in the pits? No? It's just all levelling itself out after the pit stops. Daniel now within a second of the car in front. Oh, never mind. He's pit. Well, that's an easy one then. Gasly and Magnussen both in the pits. Daniel is going to the end on his tyre, so he's currently P12. Bottas in front has already pit and he's going to the end as well. So we are as we will be till the end now. Just Norris is currently got 6 seconds to Russell behind. We're going to be tight for fuel with Lando, and George is going to close. 13 or 14 laps to go. Daniel Ricciardo's a full 14 seconds behind Valtteri Bottas, so Daniel's not going to be going up or down any positions from now. We are concentrating solely on Lando Norris and trying to make sure that he finishes as high as possible. Nothing is going to happen to Daniel because he's in the middle of nowhere. Look, if you pause it, Daniel 12th, 13th is all the way over there, and 11th is all the way over here. So Daniel's doing dick all. Lando's there in 5th. Checo's obviously out of reach, but it's Russell, Zhou, Hamilton, and then Alonso's back there. So P8, certainly a possibility for Lando here. George is closing. But there's... Yeah, George is closing. 4.3 seconds, 7 laps to go. I don't mind not fighting George if it means we definitely finish P6, because Zhou and Lewis are battling hard. So we could get a 5th or 6th place for Lando here, which would be a great result with that one stop. And Daniel could have been there too. If he hadn't made the 2 mistakes, Daniel absolutely could have been up there too. 2.7, 2.5. This is the penultimate lap. Sainz has just started the last lap. Now we'll watch it on board. Lando's tyres will last. There is George behind, and we're trying to ensure that Lando can finish in 5th place. In the final sector, we have 1 lap to go. Lando's 1 stop appears to be doing him the world of good, and we'll go from a P16 start to at worst a P 6th finish, but with 1.7 seconds the gap, and it being Spain, and 1 lap to go, I think Lando's going to get himself, provided he doesn't make any mistakes, Lando is going to get himself, take him off maximum pace just to try and lessen the risk of him making any mistakes.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Lando is going to get himself a P5 finish here in Spain, which is a brilliant result. Daniel P12, but could have been P7 easily. Could have been P7 if he hadn't made those mistakes. But it is what it is. Lando's going to get a very good result, and we're delighted with him for that. He's worked that hard set all the way. But that's a fantastic result for Lando Norris and for the team.
Thank you, everyone.
GG, Lando.
P5. P5.
Daniel Ricciardo finishes P12. Ocon about to come home with the last point scoring position. There you go. That went better than I expected with Lando. Much better than I expected. And if we'd have qualified better, we probably wouldn't have tried that strategy, meaning we probably would have finished lower down.
What a fantastic...
So, I don't know, swings and roundabouts. Lando up 11 places to take a 5th position finish. Daniel could so easily have been 7th as well and gotten a double points finish for the team, but he Danieled it. Another 10 points for us. Alonso gets a couple for Alpine. Bottas doesn't get any. Zhou Guanyu gets a solid 6 for Alfa Romeo though, but that P5 for Lando moves us above Alfa Romeo and Alpine into P4 in the Constructors' Championship. So a wonderful overall weekend for the team. Daniel's got a development point, which is good. But we are going to be replacing him sooner rather than later with Gasly. But in the meantime, we will certainly improve Daniel whilst we can. Lando gets a $1 million boost or bonus for his achievements. Congratulations. I'm going to up Daniel's overtaking on his racecraft or just his overall pace. Let's have a look at, where's Lando? 84, 91, 78. 91 under braking. I mean, let's be honest, if his braking's better, then inherently his defending and overtaking are going to be better as well. So that's what we'll do with Daniel. We'll add it there. So, to the inbox. Race overview. I'm happy with it. Exceeding expectations. The board are very happy with it. And low speed. Yeah, we are going to need to develop or manufacture either. I'm going to need another front wing. I've only got 3 of those left. Manufacture a front wing. Cost $100,000, but that's fine. We're also going to need to manufacture an underfloor because Daniel went and bloody binned one. That's fine. That will be done sooner rather than later. And then as we approach the next Grand Prix, which is Monaco, the design for a new underfloor actually is about to pass. So I probably shouldn't have manufactured that other one, but never mind. Design complete for that new underfloor. Right. Underfloor manufacturing project already. Oh, bollocks. So because I'm now manufacturing this one, I can't manufacture a new one. Well, that's a balls up from me, but something we will learn from. Manufacturing complete the front wing as well in 2 days' time as we head towards the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. Manufacturing complete. There we go. Give more front wing. More front wings in the pool. Can we develop something now? We can design something new. So, side pods maybe, or chassis. A new chassis might come in handy. We've got a new front wing. We're currently designing a new rear wing. We've designed a new underfloor. I think chassis. Although, what we really need to do is up the low speed. So maybe a new front. We've already got an upgraded front wing already, but maybe we go for another front wing instead. Like a third iteration of a front wing rather than a second iteration of a chassis. Because we are quite slow in a straight line. I'm going to try and manufacture a new chassis. Spend quite a bit of it there. Right. 2 engineers, not rushed. 3 engineers. We're going to manufacture a new chassis. That's on the way then. That's good news. So that, I believe, is where we end today, as we're about to head to the Monaco Grand Prix for the next iteration, the next episode. Let's do our performance targets. Qualifying position, reach Q2, we can absolutely tick. Finish position, 2 drivers in the top 10. That's unlikely, to say the least. But the finish position streak, just 1 driver in the top 12, we should absolutely be able to do. I mean, if Daniel qualifies as well as he did last time, and is as strong in the race outside of making the mistakes as he was in that Grand Prix, then we could do something absolutely at Monaco. And if we can nail the setups as well, I'm happy enough. I think we have to be with the P5 for Lando. I have to be happy enough with that so far. That will do us for this episode, guys. Those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitch and the links down below so you can come and join me and watch all of the behind the scenes. For now, though, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.